Okay, what I'm doing now, I've knocked in these posts. Some of these just didn't even go in hardly, so I'll have to chop the tops off. So I've done these anchor struts on both ends. It's a very short stretch, this. I mean, normally I do like 100 metres or 200 metres up there. I pull that at the same time. So what I do is I've unrolled the wire, and then I've made this thing up long time ago. And you can see it's got some hooks on there. You've got some holes in here for the bolts. The bolts, look, I've welded onto there. So you clamp that onto the wire here. Put the nuts on, do the nuts up quite tight. And then I can put a chain on here. A chain on the bottom one down here. Then hook the chain over the JCB carrier. And then I can just pull that up. Don't have to pull that up much because it's only about 10 metres. So, but first, obviously I've got to secure this end. And this is where I use my special little tool. So you can see, look, where I'm gonna wrap it round. So what I do is I've got this lovely little tool, and all this is like goes in a door. So when you've got a door handle, this sits in between the door. The door handle goes on either end, and that's when you push the door handle down, you know, this turns and it opens the door latch. And all I've done is drilled a hole in that so we can use that. So all we do is stick that in the wire. I can't do both things at once, and then I can, let me just see if I can do it a bit. So we just slide that over there like that, and then I can just use that to wind this wire around, and as you can see, it looks kind of neat. There's no way that wire's coming off once you get that wound round a bit. So I've got to do that to all these wires here. Okay, so I've got that clamped on. Just got to nip that up tight now. So that's pretty tight. Don't need a lot. So yeah, quite a simple thing that I made up myself. Welded a couple of hooks on, welded some bolts in. It's a little bit longer than it needs to be because sometimes I do a fence that's this high. If I do a deer fence, then I've got another one of these made up, but it's 7 foot long to cater for a deer fence. Yeah, that's pretty tight. Pretty cool. Don't want to go much tighter than that, no need really. So yeah, that's all solid. It's pulled into that nicely. So see how I've done that? It's quite neat. I have to do here now, obviously I've got to staple this to the post because I've got to hold it because I've got to take the JCB away. So what I'll have to do is I'll staple it on here, staple it all the way up, maybe double staple, and then what I do, I cut these, I leave the top wire and the bottom wire, I cut all these little intermediate vertical pieces out, so cut all those off, and then that's easy. So then I've got a free, if these are cut off, I've got a free bit of wire that I can wrap round. and then wrap round the post and come round to here. So that's what I'm going to be doing now.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so you can see what I've done here. I've wound all these wires up, put a staple in, wound all these little wires, and I've left these longer wires still attached. So that's still under tension. But now I've broken these ones, I should be able to cut these, and these then will hold that under tension. So let's see how it goes. Let's just give it a snip. See what happens. Cut a bit longer than that. There you are, look at that, didn't move. Let's try the top one. Oh yeah, there you go. So all I've got to do is unbolt that now, wind that wire around, and the bottom wire. Okay, all done. Got my little gate here. You can see how I wind these round using that doorknob thing, but yeah, all done. Just got to clean everything up now. So you can see way over in the distance over there, those rails. It's about 200-300 metres, something like that. Think of better places to, think of worse places rather to work. Hope you enjoyed that. Peace out everybody.